Hey, how you doing? This is Trigger, or Quad 7 Trigger as my channel is stated online. And I'm bringing you another CoD and God video, and this video is going to be about hell. I'm going to reference hell and where it states in the Bible, where Jesus talks about it in the Bible, and I'm going to talk about that. Now, one of the main parts in the Bible that I'm going to focus on, actually the main part in the Bible I'm going to focus on, is the parable of the rich man and Lazarus. Now, with this gameplay here, what you're going to be seeing is a tiebreaker. I'm not the one that breaks a tie, but I'm the one that gets the team to the point where we can break the tie, or I get us to the point where we're tied, and we're playing against a lot of campers initially. So I sort of kind of counter camp. I sort of play a little dirty too. Just to get us back in that position where we could get the win. So that's what I did. It's probably one of my first times I played this match. So, map. First times I played this map, and I've been playing a lot of hardcore because, yeah, well, my clan does that a lot, so I do too. That's why I'm playing this. I kind of like the I think it is the SA-805. At the moment, I like the SA-805. I thought it was a kind of a nice gun, but the recoil's kind of all over the place now. I'm starting to like the Remington. Got a few other videos that I'm going to bring out too, but any case, I'm getting ahead of myself. I will get to the point here. So this is about hell, and I'm going to talk about the parable in the Bible that Jesus said, and it's Luke chapter 16, number 19. There was a rich man who dressed in purple garments and fine linen and dined sumptuously each day. And lying at his door was a poor man named Lazarus, covered with sores, who would gladly have eaten his fill of the scraps that fell from the rich man's table. Dogs even used to come and lick his sores. When the poor man died, he was carried away by angels to the bosom of Abraham. The rich man also died and was buried, and from the nether world, where he was in torment, he raised his eyes and saw Abraham far off and Lazarus at his side. And he cried out, Father Abraham, have pity on me. Send Lazarus to dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am suffering torment in these flames. Abraham rejected. My child, remember that you received what was good during your lifetime, while Lazarus likewise received what was bad. But now he is comforted here, whereas you are tormented. Moreover, between us and you are a great chasm is established to prevent anyone from crossing who might wish to go from our side to yours, or from your side to ours. He said, Then I beg you, Father, send him to my father's house, for I have 5 brothers, so that he may warn them, lest they too come to this place of torment. But Abraham replied, They have Moses and the prophets. Let them listen to them. He said, Oh no, Father Abraham, but if someone from the dead goes to them, they will repent. Then Abraham said, If they will not listen to Moses and the prophets, neither will they be persuaded if someone shall rise from the dead. So the point of this parable is he's talking about the rich man going to hell. And some of you are probably thinking, well, I'm rich, and does that mean I'm going to go to hell? Not necessarily, no. There's an emphasis that Christ put on a certain part in this text, in the context of how he stated this. He even said before in a different parable, it's easier for it's easier for a camel to pass through an eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to enter the gates of heaven. So what he's trying to say here, Jesus is focusing on the rich man, but the emphasis on the rich man at the time of how rich men acted at the time. And it's still very possible rich people could act this way too. But the emphasis was that the rich man didn't do anything for the poor man. And it states it in here, saying Lazarus was covered with sores, who would gladly have eaten his fill of the scraps that fell from the rich man's table. That's a very humiliating thing. But the rich man could have given to the poor man. He could have given the scraps. I mean, the poor man would have taken anything, but he didn't get anything from the rich man. The rich man was just that stubborn. He would not do a thing for, for his fellow human being. So he wouldn't do anything for anyone, and pretty much is kind of what it's stating. So Jesus is putting the emphasis on the fact that the poor man was willing to take whatever came to him, but he wouldn't get even a scrap. And it says dogs even used to come and lick his sores. So the dogs would take care of him over the rich man. So the rich man wouldn't take care of him, he wouldn't feed him, he wouldn't do anything for his fellow man. It was just me, it was his emphasis of, this is my world and that's it. It doesn't involve anyone else. So, it really puts a lot of emphasis on it. There was another story in the Bible too where Christ said there was a person who saved up all his grain and all his food so that it would last him a lifetime. And then God said, "You fool, for tonight I will take you. It's your time to come, before judgment." So, it kind of puts emphasis on the fact that your possessions that you have, give some of what you have to others, because in the end it's you don't want to be the rich man. And it's not saying that you are a rich person, but what you have, you can give some of that to others. And it doesn't necessarily have to be in the form of possessions. It doesn't have to be in the form of money. It could be in the form of doing some kind of charity. Like he could have, clothed the rich man. He could have bandaged him. He could have he could have clothed Lazarus. The rich man could have clothed Lazarus. He could have done something for him. But he chose not to do. He chose to do nothing. He did absolutely nothing for the poor man. And that was his downfall. That's what took him down to the netherworld. So I really strongly emphasize you trying to do something, even volunteering for some kind of cause, giving of your time. That's a very good thing for you to do. It's a very good thing for your soul. And it's a good thing for others, and Jesus will, see it, and you won't be in a situation of being the rich man. So I hope that got through to you. I hope that really pushed some deepening of Christ into your soul. Oh yeah, and I also wanted to say really quick that this is the first time I got a Hilo Scout that I was able to use it, and so I think I did fairly well. It's from later on from using it now, it kind of bobbles around a bit when you try to go left and right, so it kind of throws off your aim a lot, and so you're trying to like move, with the waves of the helicopter, so you see me like jerking around like that. And it's kind of difficult to get used to right off the bat, and plus it's actually really hard to use due to the fact that everybody can hide inside of a building and you gotta like look around and try to find it. But I love the fact that it puts you on a different end of the map, wherever you want to go, and it doesn't just leave your body sit on the ground for someone to shoot you and you wake up dead, once you're done with your score streak. Yeah, I try to play a little aggressively here at the end. Try to, see if I could get this, get this tie to be broken. Try to win with that. But didn't end up being the guy to do it, but it still was a fun match. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks a lot for watching. Leave all the comments and ratings and everything below. Let me know what you want to see in the future, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.
We're in the lead. Nice work, team. Well done.